Hello everyone, and welcome to this week's WebCenter webinar. Today we're going to briefly go over the basics of the program, so the basic features and then the really quick setup. And then we're going to spend the rest of the time going over some of the changes that are going to happen as of Monday with the upgrade that's coming. So let's go ahead and get started. And always, if you have a question, please feel free to put it into the live chat there right under the video. I am monitoring that as we go. Otherwise, you can feel free to email me your questions and I will get to those just as soon as we're done. And I will put my email in the live chat as well, so everybody has that. I apologize. All right, and so my email is in the chat box there if anybody needs it. And then once the video is done recording, that'll show up as a comment. So it'll still be there as well. All right, so this is the Holcam Web Center. Basic overview here is that this is kind of the screen that you'll see every time you log in. This is what we call the dashboard. And this will allow you to monitor all of your open quotes and orders. And it's basically segregated so that up top here is anything we submit on our end, so any orders, any quotes that we create. And then down here on the bottom are all of the quotes that you create. All right. So up here, you'll see that there is a little more information, and these are just kind of status bars, ways for you to keep track of your orders and kind of see where they are through the process. This is my test account, so a lot of these won't actually fill in, but like on your customer account, you'll probably see some orders that are in process, in production, possibly some completed and some shipped ones as well. So basically the quick rundown here is in process means that the order has been acknowledged. On hold means that there's of course some information missing or something, some reason that the order has been placed on hold that you'll want to know about. And you can see all of this by clicking on the order number. I'll demonstrate here in a minute. In production, of course, means that the order is in production, and you can actually dive a little deeper into that. We'll do that here in just a minute. Completed means that it's finished production and it hasn't made it to shipped yet, and then of course shipped means it's been shipped. And then you'll usually see these green check marks, but if you see like a red check mark here or a red check mark over here, that means on holds that you do have an on hold, those will always appear green. And then shipped will be a red if the order has only shipped partially, if there's still something waiting to be shipped. Once your on holds are lifted, they'll just kind of go away, so you won't see those anymore. All right, and like I was saying, you can actually click on order numbers and you can see more information. So if you had an on hold, there would be an on hold tab right here next to this general tab, and it would be red. And then when your order goes into production, you'll actually have a comment down here underneath the comment box here, and then between this item quantity part, and it'll say production status. Let's actually see if we can find one, and I can show it. It's a little easier that way. And this is an interesting feature. You can actually sort these orders or quotes by these little columns here. They'll actually show you in descending or ascending order. And it looks like I don't have any in production, so unfortunately I can't show that. But you'll see them whenever you have a check mark, a green check mark underneath the production. It's pretty easy to figure out. And then the same thing, you'll also have a similar kind of thing for any shipped items. I don't think I have any, but so like if this item had been shipped, this ship date over here would populate and it would have a little line under it, and you can click on it and see more information. You'd be able to see what's shipped and when, what route, a little bit of other information like that. And then the same thing also for invoice date, you'd get a little bit of information there as well. Okay, so that kind of covers the dashboard. And now kind of want to get into the quoting feature. Now, if you're completely new and you haven't used this program before, you'll have to actually set up your first customer before you can actually do anything. So what you'll want to do is you come over here to setup and you go customers. So I'm going to hover over that for a second just to make sure everybody can see that. And then you'll see there's this add new customer button at the top here. If you click on that, that'll bring up this screen on the right. And then the only information you really have to add to get started is the name. And then if you have a different site location, you might have to put that, but that's pretty rare. You can always come back and edit in financial information, pricing methods, taxes, billing address, shipping address, all that good information. So I'm not going to actually create one. I've got plenty over here. All right, so let's say that I've just completed creating my customer and now I'm good to go. So now I want to go ahead and create a quote, which is the other great feature of this program. And this, you can come in here, I'm just going to select my site and my customer, and then I'm going to go ahead and put in a PO. All right, and I'm going to go ahead and choose my salesperson, and I'm not going to do a quote contact or a markup multiplier. And then, so if I have any quotes or any comments that need to go to the Holcam staff, I can put that here. So if I want order to be shipped via FedEx or something like that, if I have a comment of some kind or other that needs to go to the Holcam staff, that is where that would go. If I have something more internal, I can put it here in the quote note, and those will actually stay on this system and won't actually transfer over. So basically comment equals external and note equals internal. And then I'm going to go ahead and click add. All right, and so you see it'll bring you to this screen here. It'll just give you a quick summary of all your information. And then you can start creating. So I am going to go ahead and start with a URL door. And I'm just going to keep it really simple today and do a door and panel. You can feel free to explore and create as you want. But I do want to keep it kind of simple. So I'm just going to keep it very, very simple. Value door, standard height, standard width. I go over this all in a little more detail in the pre-recorded training videos, which I'll show the links to here in a minute. Oh, I'm going to make that 50. There we are. Oops. There we are. And so you'll see as I'm choosing my options here that this door is starting to build. And as I keep creating, this is just going to keep filling in. And there we are. And so now I have a very basic drawing panel. And let's say I want to change the finished brush nickel. And let's say I want to change my glass type to, let's do a rain glass. Oh, I meant to go with, yeah, there we are. So there you are. You'll see that changed and that updated. And then I'm going to go ahead and finish it out here. Like I said, just trying to keep it simple, keep it quick. And then you'll see that I have my price information. So this would be my selling price to my end customer. This is with my markup plus my cost. And then it also automatically adds in that surcharge. And also I set it up to also add tax as well. So then I can pretty much just kind of take this whole door and I can just print out this quote of it up here and send it straight to my customer. So if I click on this little computer icon up here, and it may take it a minute. Oh, there we go, perfect. Okay, and so there you are. And this is just kind of, this will have your logo, your information. These are just what I had when I set up the system. All right, and then you'll see you have the quote document with all the breakdowns on the pricing, and then you have as well the line item document. And you can pretty much just hand that right straight to your customer. All right, so that is kind of the quoting feature. And then the other neat feature that this program has is it allows you to actually upload these quotes. So I can go quotes and maintenance here. And then I can click on like that quote that I just did, and I can attach my PO, my customer reference, which it'll actually automatically default to doing that for, well, I just have it set to do manually. And then I can hit this little button right here and I can actually upload this quote straight to the manufacturer. And you'll get this neat little pop-up that'll tell you, ignore your estimated ship date, at least until the order's been acknowledged. And then, of course, that you are responsible for the content of all of your orders. And so that'll be that. I'm not actually going to upload this one. Okay, so that's kind of the basics of this program, the three main features. Now, if you're new to the system and don't actually have a login yet, there's a few ways you can do that. The first is you can talk to your Holcam sales rep. The second is you can send me an email directly. Like I said, my email is in the chat box there. Or you can submit a form. So if you go to holcam.com/webcenter, holcam.com/webcenter, all one word, it'll take you to this page right here, which is kind of our main page for this program. And if you scroll down a little ways here, you'll see that there's this form. If you click on this, there's this form right here. And you can actually fill out all your information, and then you can request information, you can request a login, you can request additional training, all sorts of good stuff. And so you just submit this, and then it comes straight through to us, and we take care of it that way. And then we also have as well some pre-recorded training videos which cover things in a little more depth. Particularly the first and second training videos are very helpful. They show, like training video 2 will focus specifically on how to do atmosphere doors. Training video 1 will really give you a little more of an overview over the quoting process and some of the options and stuff like that, and some of the common issues that might come up and that sort of thing. And so that is what that's for. Okay, so that's kind of the basic overview of the program. So the other thing I did want to do today is to go over some of the changes that you're going to see because as of Monday, this program is actually going to look a little bit different. So I'm going to go ahead and spend the next few minutes going over that. Unless anybody has any questions, I'll give it just a minute here and look over the chat box, make sure nobody's putting it in, which I do not see. Okay. So if you have any questions, like I said, just put them there and I will get to them. Otherwise, I'm going to go ahead and jump over to the test environment so that you can see some of the changes and things that are going to happen. Uh-oh. I clicked the link too soon, sorry. Uh-oh. And of course, it's right when I need it that it decides it's not going to work. Okay. So it looks like my system is down for a few moments. So while I wait to see if that comes back up, they must be doing the pre-work for the upgrade. I will actually just go ahead and explain some of the changes through using this, kind of showing a little bit of difference. Probably not going to explain it well, so I will post another video probably over the weekend that everybody will be able to view by Monday, just to kind of explain everything. But basically what's going to happen is, so this menu bar along the top here, you'll see my mouse going back and forth across the options, that's going to disappear. And instead there's going to be a little icon box like this next to the dashboard here, like that, except it's going to be 3 little lines. And then when you click that, all of these options will show up underneath that. So instead of it being a horizontal menu bar, it's going to be a vertical menu bar off to the left side here. So if I can, nope, I don't have anything to click over there. But basically, it'll show up kind of down along the side here. Sorry, my mouse is hard to see when I'm recording. And then some of the other changes. So this create new quote button is actually going to disappear from both the option up top here and from over here, and you're going to find it on the end of the gray menu bar up top here. It'll be on the far right. And so that's just going to change a little bit of the coloring there, or the setup there. The menu bars or the menu fields won't actually change too much. I don't believe the quoting will change at all. If you open orders, it may start displaying your estimated ship date. That is an option, I believe, although I don't know if it will be available right away. And then some other things that you're going to notice. So you will see the support will actually become documents, and those will actually be updated with all new documents as of Monday. They'll be rearranged. Let's see if we can get back into this again. Nope, darn it. I apologize, guys. I didn't foresee that happening. Yeah, so I will post, like I said, another video over the weekend because it was working 20 minutes ago. So they must be doing some work in it and shut it down without telling me. I apologize. Okay, so like I said, I'll go over this with a better video over the weekend. You'll see that Monday morning in your inboxes or links on the Holcam website. And then there'll also probably be a banner down here to remind you as well. All right, and then some of the other changes you'll see. So for the quotes, the only big change is that the line item comment box is going to disappear temporarily. There was a little bit of a bug with it that they're going to be fixing that they didn't have time to get to right before the upgrade took place. So when you go in and you click on a quote part, this box will actually be gone. And what's going to happen is now whenever you start a new quote, there's going to be a pop-up, and it's going to say line item comment, and then it's going to have basically all this information, like this size information, or here. So it'll basically be all of this quantity, call size, width, height, thickness, and then as well as the line item comment box. And those will show up right away. And unless you're putting a comment into the comment box, you can actually just click OK and move on. And then it'll take you right down to the screen as normal. Some other things. So we're working on a prototype of a visual selector. So this will be, you'll be able to pick items, pick doors, pick options, I believe, on a more visual basis by using pictures. That probably won't be right away on Monday, but that is coming in the coming weeks. Yeah. Kind of put a wrench in my plans. Sorry, guys. Okay. This is much easier to show when I can actually see it. So a couple of the things that are going to change, the color scheme is going to change just a little bit. There will be a little difference there. But overall, you really shouldn't notice too much difference in really anything. I mean, it'll still be the same system. It'll still work the same way. There will be another option for export up here. So it'll be PDF. It'll be Excel file and CSV, and then it'll be what they call XML, which is markup language, I believe. And that's good for if you're kind of more tech savvy and you wanted to use that information, these quotes, to create your own databases or something like that. That option will be available as well. And so then other than that, I mean, not a lot's going to change. The icons are going to change design a little bit, but they'll still be recognizable, and you'll be able to hover over them and see what they are. All of this information will still be the same as well. Good work. Nope. Gosh darn it. Nope. Darn it. I apologize, guys. It's not what I was expecting to happen. So anyway, without being able to see a lot of the changes, unfortunately, I can't describe all of them because I don't remember all of them. So like I said, I will create another video over the weekend and post it Monday morning, and there will be a box, an announcement down here with the link to that video explaining all of the changes, and it'll actually showcase the new site because that should be available after end of the weekend, so Monday morning. And so I'll just go ahead and put that down here, and then I'll also post the link as well, probably up top here. I'll put it like right under this maybe, and that'll kind of explain all the changes. You won't lose any of your data, you won't lose any of your quotes, nothing like that, none of your customers. That'll all just be transferred right over exactly as it is, so you don't have to worry about any of that. If you do kind of encounter any problems or issues, we absolutely want to know about it. So like I said, you can always email me directly. You can also give me a call. I'll go ahead and put my number down here as well. And then you can, like I said, you can submit something through that form. There's actually a help with errors box. Down here, so you can do, if you're having an issue, you can also report an issue down here as well. All right, so one more time, my email is eman@hartunglass.com. Phone number is 719-948. Oops. 948-9519. I'll go ahead and zoom in real quick. All right, so there's that. And once again, I'm sorry, guys. I apologize for that. Yeah. So the best laid plans, I suppose. All right. So other than that, that is actually all I have today. Like I said, any questions, let me know. I'll be available all weekend and all next week to answer them, and we'll work on resolving any issues if they come up. Thanks again, guys, for attending, and hope to see you next week.